Greetings, RMIT team. My name is Nicholas Chu, and today I'm going to present to you the problem statement for your organization's investigation. The challenge that I propose to investigate is the difference in cultures globally regarding work styles and lifestyle rhythms that could significantly influence RMIT's ability to sustain long-term international growth. After doing research on RMIT's global footprint and their values, it clearly shows that multiculturalism can be negatively affecting RMIT's organizational growth if it's not investigated. More specifically, this friction could hinder the performance of our partnerships with other institutions globally, and it could stifle the collaboration between our multicultural staff teams. Therefore, without this investigation, we could face brand fragmentation and the loss of our social license to operate. And if we don't obtain legitimacy and trust in our host countries, or try our best to form good relationships with them, we might risk operational losses, people quitting their jobs, and the end result is financial and reputational loss. A perfect example of why we have to investigate this matter is what happened to Walmart back then when they breached, or rather, they penetrated into Germany. They lost almost $1 billion because of their total market exit. And this is characterized by a low context communication and their short-term focus, which crashed against Germans' opposite high context, long-term, and collective norms. Therefore, we don't want the same thing to happen to RMIT when we face cultural differences, which may cause misfires and ultimately having to exit from that market. And by solving this problem, we can then move away from a projected connective similarity where we assume that others just share our values, instead to a high cultural intelligence way of doing things. And this investigation will be the most beneficial path to our growth because it turns our cultural differences from a diverse team into a competitive advantage for all of our stakeholders, including our employers, managers, employees, students, and shareholders. To solve this challenge of our cultural misalignment, these are three solutions that we will apply. So for the first one, it would be to combine quality work with protected rest. And this is by integrating Melbourne's focus on high quality output during office hours with the European style of and rhythm of ample protected time for social connection and rest. This creates a sort of cognitive surplus where well-rested minds have the energy and focus to be sharp and objective when they make their decision making, and especially during work hours. A win-win situation where employees and staff and even students can get rest, and because of that rest, they can do well in their work. And this meets the Sustainable Development Goal number 3 of good health and well-being. Solution number 2 is to combine the advocacy for individual initiative and hard work combined with fairness for all workers, because we want to combine the Australian work style that's influenced by the West to determine someone's reward based on their output. Combining that with the European work style of labor fairness and lower stress environment. And in this way, managers can practice ethical leadership where they act as selfless coaches that focus on guiding employees toward uh, working well, but also giving them room to learn and fail and grow. And this meets the SDG number 8, where decent work and economic growth are met. And for our final solution, number 3, it is combine the innovative nature of humans to do well, to excel, and to succeed with stewarding our natural rhythms of work. This means to create environments in RMIT and campuses globally where we encourage and focus on innovative solutions, but also combining it with our human nature to rest, recover, but still work hard during working hours so that we can flourish in a sustainable way. And this meets SDG number 9, which is industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Now that we know what solutions to focus on, here are the detailed steps broken down on how we can achieve them. Number 1 is to conduct a cultural profile scoreboard survey amongst our employees and managers across campuses worldwide, using skills like scheduling and leading. And then step number 2 is to then collect the data and create a cultural intelligence program where we can train our employees and managers to focus on our heart, which is the motivation behind what we do, the head knowledge, the strategy behind our thinking, and the body, which is our behavior when it comes to work. And then step number 3 is to create an environment where people can collaborate and reflect on maybe their blind spots and their strengths and how we can all improve as an organization. The key purpose for taking these specific steps is to ensure that we provide psychological safety amongst our employees. And by practicing ethical leadership through coaching, we ensure that our stakeholders feel safe to pursue our innovative goals and also learn from failure, knowing that we have their back and we want the best for them. And also to avoid organizational failures based on what happened to other companies before and learn from their mistakes. And then also to build predictable systems where we can learn and grow together in a sustainable way, where our cultural differences become an aid and not a hindrance. And the end result for our solutions combined with these detailed steps is to solve our original problem, which is the difference in global work styles and rhythm, where it's no longer an issue, but rather a strategy that we can manage, but that can be a strategy if we manage it well through cultural intelligence. And a positive result would be long-term multicultural collaboration and improvement in RMIT's reputation across all campuses and potential partnerships too. This leads to a win-win outcome where RMIT can expand globally, earn more money, and build a stronger reputation where more people would want to join our organization and allow the long-term success of our company.